Hello, Rosh Hashana is right around the corner. Next week we will be celebrating Rosh Hashana, and on Rosh Hashana we are commanded Lishmoa B'Kol Shofar, to listen to the sound of the shofar. And I'd like to share with you what I believe that to mean. The word kol appears in the Torah 66 times, and the first time that the word kol appears is right after Adam and Chava sinned. It says that they heard the kol, the sound of God walking through the garden. Now we all know very well that God doesn't have physical feet that make rustling noises as he walks through the garden, but what it's trying to say is that they sense the presence of God within the garden. The next time we see the word kol is after Cain murdered Hevel, and Hashem says to Cain that the kol, the voice of your brother's blood, is crying out to me. Again, we know that blood doesn't have a physical voice. What God is telling Cain is that Hevel's neshama is crying out to him. And every time the word kol is used, it's to either to say the neshama or the essence of whatever it's talking about. So when we're commanded l'shmoa, to hear the kol of the shofar, we're supposed to hear the neshama of the person, the purity of the neshama of the person who's blowing the shofar. Now the word l'shmoa is not so simple either. The word l'shmoa, to listen, doesn't just mean the sense of hearing. The word l'shmoa in Judaism means something much deeper. It means an acceptance, an internalizing, a deep connection. And that's why when we make our greatest declaration of faith, the Shema, we say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. If it was just to simply declare that we believe in one true God, we wouldn't need the word Shema first. The word Shema comes to show that we've internalized this concept, that we've deeply connected and accepted and understand with all of our heart and all of our soul and everything we are, that there is one true God. And so when we're commanded l'shmoa, the kol shofar, we're supposed to have a deeper understanding and a connection with the kol, with this sound, with the neshama that's coming out of the shofar. There's a beautiful concept that Rabbi Ari Khan pointed out. Rosh Hashana is also the creation, the day that God created man by blowing within him the breath of life. Now, the breath of life that God gave us, our neshama, comes from God. So our essence, in a sense, is from God. It's a piece of God. And when we blow out into the shofar, the untainted sound that comes from us is from the direct neshama itself. And we blow this out on the anniversary of the day that He created us, and we hear this neshama. It's meant to remind us of man that was created, that we're a part of God, and before the sin, when we were pure and we were whole. And on Rosh Hashana, God gives us all this opportunity once again, with a clean slate, to start anew, to start fresh with the pure neshama that we hear. And when we hear that noise, we're reminded that we have the ability to be pure and holy and good, because we are a part of God and we have God within us. So I bless all of us when we hear the sound of the shofar this Rosh Hashana, that we can sense God within us and God all around us, and that we should be able to start off new and be better people, and hopefully stay connected, to always be able to be attuned to the neshama within and to God all around. So I bless us all with a happy and healthy new year, and that we should always be connected and work towards a better future. Shana Tova.